And now there's two different ways to understand which Greek. First, let me give you a little lesson. Let's make this the Christians, okay? Two cities. Antioch of Syria, where the disciples were first called Christians, and Alexandria, Egypt. Here were people who followed the apostles. See if you know this word. Here are the people who are the apostates, who abandoned true belief and blended Greek religion, Greek philosophy, and their own personal pride into drawing up the Bible in their own image. They cut out things they didn't like. And out of the manuscripts from this area, they're so inconsistent. Do you know there's not a single manuscript from those days that you could put together and say is like an NIV, an ESV, a New Living Translation, or any other? In fact, there's no Bible that can be made from them because they're missing entire books. They add other books. They throw in people's own writings. They inexplicably take out sections. And then when they get to the Lord's Prayer, for instance, they couldn't even agree in 32 out of 40 words. It's amazing, the disagreement among these people. These people, amazing agreement. This Greek spread all over the world and got translated into language after language, even within years after the apostles died. It's amazing. This ended up moving up through some philosophers and then ultimately through a guy named Eusebius to Constantinople. 50 Bibles were made there for them. Some of them, some people believe, are Sinaiticus and Vaticanus. And then after that, those spread around and were translated and modified into a changed Latin, hybrid, half this, half that, all bad. And that became the Roman Catholic text that went through years. All right, so now you go back through history. You got all this Greek. Where do you go? You have two different kinds of Greek. You have the Greek that went through Alexandria that's totally disagreeing with everything else and definitely disagrees with 5,700 other manuscripts. Did you hear what I just said? 60-something versus 5,700 manuscripts, and these guys can't agree with these guys, and they can't even agree among themselves. And that's what our modern Bibles are made of. That's one kind of Greek. I trust the 5,700. What do you think? I'll trust the persecuted believers. That's what I'm going to trust. I am not going to trust a bunch of scholars who say, I know better than you do. I'm going to trust the common Joe Christian who says, I believe God, and I don't want to mess with His stuff. I want to be blessed by Him. I want to follow Him. That's the guy I'm going to follow. And that's where this comes from. Those manuscripts. Thousands of them. Now, there's a second Greek, and that's the Greek you teach. The Greek I was taught was not Greek. It was man's reinterpretation of Greek. Are you with me? Okay, I became the top Greek student in my Bible college and went straight into advanced Greek at Fuller Seminary. Okay? I'm not making this stuff up. The stuff they teach you is a lie when it comes to those crucial places. And for instance, that one in 1 Corinthians 1:18 is big. Are you saved or are you being saved? If you have a New King James, open up to 1 Corinthians 1:18, you see it right there. It says, you are being saved. 1 Corinthians 1:18. If you have an NIV, get that out. Any other version. I got a bunch of them up here. Look them up. 1 Corinthians 1:18. For the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness, but unto us which are saved, it is the power of God. So the preaching of the cross is the power of God to us who are saved. What does it say in the New King James? Being saved. If you read it in one of the Catholic Bibles up here, it says those who are on the road to salvation. We're off on the road to salvation. Are you serious? Yes! Because the Catholic Church teaches you must grab grace piece by piece by doing works. We don't believe in a work salvation. You either are or you aren't. You're either drowned or you're not drowned. Right? You believe not that I am He, you shall die in your sins, Jesus said. He was kind of clear about that. So we don't accept a false teaching of Greek either. Now here's where I'm going to say the thing that's going to make you feel, I don't know. But this is where I am. This is my heart talking to you. With all the Greek I've studied, and I got so many, ask George, ask Ron, I got piles and piles of books on Greek and manuscripts and papyri, and I got Hebrew, and I got all sorts of manuscripts of every kind. But if I want to understand Greek accurately, I actually go here. Because this actually passes on in English the correct understanding of the translation of the Greek words and the Hebrew.